What's up guys, it's Amk Bamra here with your official chart show. Okay, so you might be wondering why I'm standing slightly to the left. Because we've got Amanji with us. Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good, good. Okay, so how have you been? Where have you been?
I've been at home.
Been at home chilling, relaxing?
Yeah, relaxing, yeah.
Right.
Been watching the chart show.
Ooh,
Yeah.
What's your favourite? Or shall I ask you later?
Ask me later, yeah.
Ask him later. Guys, I hope you enjoyed number 19. Amanji, I have a question for you though. Yeah. What do you think of Gordon Ojala as an artist?
I think he's doing some really good music, just keep it up. A lot of new artists coming through, so it's really good.
And I just wanted to congratulate you on 1 million streams on the platform Ghana in Delhi. How did you feel?
Yeah, it was amazing. I couldn't believe it when they sent it through to me. You know, you've done, in basically the Delhi area. It was like amazing, because I haven't released much stuff, but obviously my old catalogue is still coming through quite a lot.
It shows that everyone loves your music so much. Yeah. Channel 4 owes you some royalties. Did you know?
No.
Basically, your song Fatte Chak De was on Ackley Bridge. How do you feel?
Oh my God. I didn't know, yeah.
So as soon as we'd seen it, I know someone in the office rewinded it and was like, that's Aman Haya's song, and everyone went insane. You must feel just mind blown.
I know, just thinking, how did they fit that song into a program like that?
Clearly everyone likes your music. Yeah. What can I say? So Amanji, I have a question for you. Yeah. Longevity in the industry, you've kind of just held your ground always. How have you done that almost? Like, tell us the secret.
I don't think there's any secret. I just do, what I enjoy doing. I've never really changed my kind of music, and I've taken it through all the way from 1998 to 2020.
So you just say consistency and being you would be the key almost to success there.
I think I can do lots of genres of music, but it's obviously every song has its style. Yeah. So some songs may be like a hip-hop style, so you have to give it that kind of beat. But generally, if I'm obviously making albums, then I would be picking different kind of genres for different styles of songs. But if it's a solo song, a lot of people just come to me because they think, you know what, I need a DJ song. I want people to be dancing at a wedding at my songs, or, that kind of thing. So a lot of the songs, obviously, when people say to me, oh, Baji, why don't you do that kind of music? But the difference is, the artists who come to me, they don't want that kind of music from me. They want what I do, so that's what happens.
By the way, you head to India quite a lot, don't you, Amanji?
Yeah.
Anything in the pipelines there? Anything you think you're working on?
Yeah, there's a few things I've been working on. Just before COVID, we did a few songs, Palazzo.
That's one of my favourite songs.
Yeah, so that was quite a big hit at the time, between obviously myself, Kulwinder Billa, who'd worked with before, with DJ Vajda and Gotan Ardi, and then obviously introducing Shibjot.
So my question is, how did you shut down Vegas for that? Because the video was insane.
No, we didn't actually shut down Vegas.
Wait, no?
It was in Noida, Delhi.
No way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected that.
It was basically a shopping centre, which has just been built. But there was only about 2-3 shops in there open.
Oh, okay.
And it was just closed. But the guy who made it, actually went to Vegas and seen that hotel. I think was it the Venetian or something hotel, and looked at it and thought, I want my shopping centre to look like this.
That's insane.
So he made the exact same thing.
That's amazing. So one of my favourite people that you've collabed with is Angrej Ali. Oh, yeah. How was that relationship? How did you end up working together?
Angrej, we've been working since, I would say, early 2000. From I did his first song, Dharti Hildi.
Which is one of my favourites.
He'd been singing from before that, but his first major song was Dharti Hildi. Yeah. And then since then, his albums and big songs obviously Fatte Chak that's just come in the Channel 4 that I just found out about.
Which you need royalties for, like we said.
So all that, Nachdi De, Jinal Nachenga, some massive songs, which made him, massive, especially in the UK. Yeah. And we got about 3-4 big songs coming now as well.
Ooh, that was my next question. Is there anything in the works with you guys? Yeah,
so he'll be in the UK now from August onwards, doing weddings and stuff. But the main thing is bringing him back,
Well, guys, we need to look out for that because it's going to be a banger. I wanted to speak to you about Kez Makhanji because we've interviewed him and he's talked about your relationship, but I want to know your side of it.
Yeah, it's been a crazy journey with Makhan Bhaji. From the start, from Mitra Di Motor, doing a video with 100 lads from Leamington, you know, on top of a car, driving around a park on a Sunday afternoon, you know.
It's a great way to spend your Sunday.
Yeah. And then from that to, we did the first album, First Play. That actually took me to India. You know, when in those days, to put a little picture of a music director, like, you know, who was, and my photo went up there and it was all in Punjab and everything. And his album went really big. And so, like, people were asking in my village, and like, where is he? Does he live in the Bend, or where is he? You know, because he's done like Punjabi music, like proper. So then from that, actually gave my, you know, my work went worldwide. Yeah. And until now, and then he obviously went off the scene for a bit, and then he's come back with Floodback, you know, Kutti Bati. So
got 1 million views on that TikTok. I was the only 1 million views I've ever got. So thank you to KS Mukherjee for that one.
That's good.
So GS3 is coming out soon, hopefully.
Yeah, at last.
Ground shaker, we all love it. Tell us a bit more. Give us a bit of a sneaky little behind the scenes.
You know, it's been going for ages. You know, all the people out there who messaging me saying, "Well, this year, you keep saying
Please
this
give
year."
Us ground shaker.
You know, so many things keep coming or happening and everything. But yeah, we're finally there. Couple of videos to shoot, but you know, all my artists are featuring. Everyone's always asking me, "Oh, have you got this big?" I really haven't gone for any big names. You know, like massive, like say Ajikal Jire, who are getting 100 million streams. Yeah. I'm not really into that still. I'd rather get a song which I'm feeling. It's an Aman Hair album. It's not a certain artist album or that artist. It's an Aman Hair album. I get the artist, tell him to sing this song, and you know, good or bad.
It's all your vision at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's my vision, as was the old albums that I did before, you know, from Reminisce to Deja Vu to Yardies to, you know, Genius. All these albums were songs that I selected and wanted to do, which I think, I was actually talking to Zeus, and we were talking about the same thing, that we used to do these things where we'd get an artist and release it as a, you know, like our thing, where now it's become a bit more, the artist has it and you just do the music for it. So this album is all about like that. So there's no massive artists, but for me, they're, you know, very
they're
big
what
artists.
you like believe in.
Yeah, that's right.
We all know you have a very close relationship with Benny Daliwalji. Tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, you know, from a long time, him, his brother Raju, we've been very close, and Benny's always, from his first track, De De Dil Mein Taranu, which I did in the album Pure Platinum, you know, a long time ago. Since then, you know, he's come up so much. Yaar Tera Kude Varga, all these songs. And then now Hun Char Kude just come out now. So, you know, the Kuda still going. He's still going strong. It's his
favourite bit in the song.
Yeah, it's still going strong. And, you know, he's done lots and lots of songs. You know, for a UK artist, you know, he's massive in India and everywhere, Canada. And he's doing some really good stuff. And we got some really, you know, different kind of stuff coming out as well.
So you're working with him again as well?
Yeah, definitely.
We're getting all these drops of who Amanji's working with next. I think we're all going to get really excited and just be waiting on them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been involved in Punjabi cinema and we've all loved what you've done with it in the past, but you're going to get involved again?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a bit different now from when I first done. I remember the first Punjabi movie I did was Pind Di Kudi by Sarabjit Chima. And Iqbal Tilno was the director, I think, and I actually did most of the music in Bombay, so you know it was total different to now. But yeah, I've done a few songs. I'm working on a few songs, and we're also working on our own project.
Oh wow!
Yeah, on a film project, so producing it, and you know I'll be doing the music in it as well. So
that's insane. And how do you think the Punjabi movie industry is going forward? What do you think?
I think it's brilliant. You know, from it was dead. It was finished because obviously there was no professionalism. You know, obviously a lot of the digital things helped a lot, but there's a lot more, you know, even though Punjabi stories are mainly all the same. But I think that's going to change now with the streaming. I think a lot more artists will come out and bring out their own productions, because I think before it was just on cinema, you could see a Punjabi film. But with the streaming, I think it will help bring out different stories, and rather than the same old, you know, the Punjabi comes to England and is looking for a girl to get married, and then you know, that's it.
Well, I'm excited for your production, seeing you back involved with the movies. I want to talk to you about live bands.
Okay.
Do you feel like they're still necessary? How do you feel about live bands?
I love, obviously, live music. I've been in the live industry since 10 years old. So with my dad's band, Amar Group, up to, you know, going with Jazzy Paji, Shinda Paji, and, you know, touring the world with Sidhu Musiala, other artists, Amrit Maan, you know, so I've done it all. And I think it's the best thing, a live instrument, learning, especially, even kids now watching today, you know, get off the PlayStations and get an instrument, even to the parents, get them an instrument, whether it's a piano, a key, tabla or drum set or whatever you get interested in, and start doing that, because you can't beat it. And then I remember as being at school and stuff, somebody could play a bit of bass, somebody could play, we'd get together at lunchtime and just have a jam, you know, and I think we need new artists, we need new musicians. Yeah. So I think, you know, it's a big thing, especially to keep the music alive and the culture alive. If we haven't got the instruments, then, you know, we can't do that.
And at concerts, do you prefer it when it's to the CD or to the live band? I prefer live, personally.
Yeah, I hate the CD. It's terrible, isn't it? Unless you're doing it a proper performance and the singer's singing live and you've got a bit of, you know, a bit of mixed with some live kind of percussion, like the Western shows and stuff. But if it's just straight singing on top, you know, it's pointless.
So you always want a slight live element,
You need that. If you're, the thing is, if you're a good singer, you can do it. Yeah. If you're not a good singer, you're going to sing on a CD, basically.
So obviously you mentioned that you've toured with Sidhu Musiala ji. Yeah. I never got to see him perform live, unfortunately. So tell us a bit about that. Like, how was that whole experience?
Oh, it was an amazing experience from day one. When we did our first show in Norway, we had a show in Norway, and we hadn't even met, and he hadn't even played with the band or anything, and we just organised it, and, you know, we're going to meet there. We met there on the first day, and, you know, we'd obviously rehearsed most of the songs. Yeah. And it was his first time kind of doing that kind of thing as well, you know, because he'd become so big so quick. And that first show we did was absolutely amazing. And the amazing thing was that when the crowd, and this is Norway we're talking, and the crowd was like, he would say one line and they'd sing the whole verse, literally. And you were like, how do they know all these songs? You know, like, it's amazing. And they knew it to the point you were like looking at their, you know, are they really singing? You know, I'll be looking on the stage thinking, this is amazing. And we'd all look at each other because, you know, obviously I've been with some really big artists, you know, and then seeing that, never ever seen that kind of thing before. Amazing.
And I'm assuming his stage presence was just unreal.
It's crazy because he's so quiet, you know, so humble and pure desi banda, and you'll be talking like normal, and then when he gets on stage, it's just like, wow, you know, the presence there was amazing, And
obviously we all know you went down to India and you met Sidhuji's parents, so how are they doing?
Yeah, it's very hard times, I know. Even when I went, I wasn't originally going or anything, but it felt so, you know, from the first day of hearing what happened, you know, you just feel so far away and you've been through so much together, you know, like, it was less work than, it was more, you know, socialising together and talking about things and different things and issues and everything. And then the last minute, it was just like, look, we got to go, and, you know, got a visa and everything, and you know, obviously got there for the Borg. And, you know, the amount of, it was nuts, you know, I think there must have been over 500,000 people there in that area, you know, come to the Borg, you know, to pay their respects. And just seeing auntie and uncle there, it was, I couldn't believe, you know, how strong they were. They're so strong, because India is very different to UK kind of style, you know? And, you know, even when we left the Borg the Monday to go to the house, you know, the house wasn't too far, but it took us hours to get there because the amount of traffic and the amount of people that were there from you know, from like, say, the Wabba area, like Nakoda, further up, you know, it was absolutely crazy. But yeah, it was very hard seeing them, very hard. You know, we were at the house and, you know, what can you say? They can't ever, you can't put in words how they felt. It was terrible.
Okay, so the industry's changed a lot over the years. It used to be very light-hearted, fun, bantery, and like it's got more intense over the years, especially with social media. So what are your opinions on that? What do you think?
It's quite sad, actually. You know, music's there to enjoy, entertain, you know, good times, bad times. And I think people just take it, especially with this social media, is take it too far, you know. If you enjoy a certain artist You know, just enjoy it. And if you don't like that song, or you don't like it, that's it. It's the end of it, isn't it? I remember before I wasn't a music producer, I used to listen to songs, and I used to listen to certain songs, and my friends used to listen to certain songs.
Yeah.
And the worst possible could be is not sit in that person's car because I don't want to listen to what he's listening to.
Yeah.
You know? But other than that, is everybody's, you know, you got to chill out of it and just enjoy everything. And you don't like it, don't listen to it. Carry on, you know.
100%.
It's just...
Okay, so as an advocate of lives,
Yeah.
Diljit Dosanjh's tour is coming up. What are you most excited to see?
Yeah, it's going to be really good. I've already heard about the production stuff because my little brother Kaka Monalia, he's doing a lot of the hard work. Sada Chellaiya, Sada Prashota. And he's doing a lot of hard work on it. And he's told me it's going to be, you know, a huge event. And again, Diljit Dosanjh live, you know, his Bombay team, everything, you know, you could already see on his socials, everything, rehearsals, everything. This is what it's all about. So when you're paying that big money, but you're getting something, you know, which you're going to remember. So
And are you going to be at the Diljit concert?
Yeah, I might be there, yeah.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
We have to say bye to Amanji now, but any closing thoughts before you go?
Just keep supporting music, keep supporting Punjabi music, live music, and keep watching Brit Asia TV.
Well, it's been a pleasure to have Aman here with us today. Guys, thank you so much for letting me count down your chart show this week again. And again, if you need to book flights to India, which I really need to, use India 22 with Qatar Airways and you'll get a small little discount off. It's always worth it. And guys, up next we have the uni tour, and if you miss it on Saturday, don't worry, you can catch it on Sunday or Wednesday. I will catch you next week. Thank you so much again. See you later, guys.